after a successful coronation weekend full of pageantry, procession and music, we're taking a look at some of the very best moments.
So, who better to talk to than Charlotte Griffiths, who is the editor-at-large at Mail on Sunday. Good morning, Charlotte. Charlotte, where should we begin, Dawn?
Let's start at the beginning. It's been an amazing weekend. There's so much to get your head around. What is your main takeaway from everything that's happened this weekend?
I think one of my main takeaways is that William is going to be the next king. There's been a lot of speculation that there isn't going to be another coronation. But I felt last night, particularly when he gave that really moving speech to his father, I think this is a man who wants to be king one day, believes in the monarchy now. And so I hope that this weekend sort of dispelled that constant pitter-patter in the build-up about how this is the end of the monarchy and the last coronation we'll ever see. I think the monarchy will keep going.
Charlotte, what about Camilla? Are Brits on board with Queen Camilla? Because she's had a tough time with the press and with public opinion. Do you think Britain has accepted her?
I think Britain's definitely accepted her, particularly people under the age of, say, 70. I don't know if I'm going to get myself in trouble here, but young people, like sort of ourselves, just think it's a love story that has beaten the odds, and they should have really got together in the first place, and it was antiquated rules that stopped them from being able to get married in the first place. And if only they'd been allowed to marry, this would all have panned out a little bit more smoothly, and all's well that ends well. That's my personal opinion, and everyone I know, except for my grandparents, think that, that it's a love story.
Yes, although I do think Kate and William do have a lot of public support. People love them. Young people love them. I do think when it comes around to their turn,
yes,
I think there will be even more celebration. A lot of younger people, perhaps.
I hope so.
Although they'll be older, of course.
I think, I don't know about you, Charlotte, watching the concert last night, which is obviously taking place at Windsor, 20,000 people there, and one of the best things I thought was seeing the royals partying in the stands, letting their hair down. And in particular, the youngsters, Charlotte, Louis wasn't there, I know, and George. But do you think this has, what we've witnessed this weekend, and I think it has been supportive on the whole, do you think this seals the future of the monarchy and that there is strength going forward now for the family?
I think there's so much affection for the younger royals. And by the younger royals, I mean the little ones. I mean Charlotte. I mean, she's so like the Queen, isn't she? And I think as they come up, when they turn 16, 17, 18 and into their 20s, there'll be another surge of support for them because they were dancing along. I mean, there was quite a lot of dad dancing going on in those stands last night. But nobody ever said the monarchy was cool, but they are popular. And they were getting into the party spirit. And I think there's hope. I think the younger royals will bring forward another generation of royal supporters.
Oh, I could speak to you all day. We could speak to you all day. But unfortunately, that's all we've got time for with you. Charlotte Griffiths, editor-at-large at the Mail on Sunday. Thank you very much indeed for joining us.